Yeah, yeah, be streaming in the building. Chat going wild, drop that hot building. Slide into the stream, chat hitting pole champ at the door. Be stream got the ticks you can't ignore. From gaming to politics, we go from A to Z. The base get hyped, raise squads locking in for free. Mods keep it clean when the trolls start to creep. Clip that moment when the truth make them weak. We talk tech, we talk light, talk law in the chat. LFG on that raid, we bring the answers in the facts. Super chats, pop it, emotes on the right. GG to the haters, but we keep the vibe tight. From late night grind to the sunrise, when Team Ump run the chat like a South State machine. We stay streaming, keep it live and lit. Be streaming, watch the convo get thick. Diverse topics, no cap, we diving deep. Stimulate talk, we never put you to sleep. We stay streaming, chat hype non-stop. Move that beat, let the clip drop. From dawn to dusk, we running the scene. Be streaming, you know what I mean. 4 in, chat still locked on the screen. We breaking myths, spilling tea on the mainstream. Keep it 100, no filter on the mic. Talking crypto, health hacks, shoot must-tier strikes. Viewers ask questions, childs play the deep space. We got philosophers in chat, bringing that brainy embrace. Stimulation station, every convo elevate. We roast, we toast, drop wisdom that resonates. Hosting opinion battles, watch subs take a stand. Be streaming laser law down in his land. Vibe so sudden, slow draw with the heat. Bass so heavy, it vibrates every seat. We stay streaming, keep it live and lit. Be streaming, watch the combo get thick. Diverse topics, no cap, we diving deep. Stimulate talk, we never put you to sleep. We stay streaming, chat hype non-stop. Move that beat, let the clip drop. From dawn to dusk, we running the scene. Be streaming, you know what I mean.
Type shit.
Stop playing with me, Drake.
DJ K. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit.
Type shit.
Activity. I'm doing shit. Fuck all that young shit. I'm cool with shit.
Type shit.
Activity.
What up, what up, what up, what up, nieces and nephews? Welcome back to Unk B Streaming, where Unk be motherfucking streaming. As you see in the title, if you haven't seen in the title, I ain't got no plan. I ain't got no topics. I'm just gonna make this shit up as I go until it's time to go get dinner for the family. Tonight is movie night. Friday night is movie night up in Unc's old house. We're gonna watch a movie called Run, R-U-N. It's I don't know who it's made. Well, I want to say it's made by Chris Stokes. If you don't remember Chris Stokes, he's the guy that created Immature, the group from back in the day with Marcus Houston, and I think he did B2K, right? So, you know, if y'all don't remember Marcus Houston, Immature, they made a lot of movies. He's been making movies for a very long time. A lot of his movies be on Tubi now, but Tubi's out here killing it. People give Tubi a hard time. Sorry, my mic doing that weird thing again. People give Tubi a hard time because, I hate to say it, we just love hating. We love trying to critique someone else's craft, someone else's effort. But everybody that said that Tubi movie so shitty, my question is always, where's your movie at? I bet they got a check for their movie. If they got a check for that shitty movie that you said so shitty, imagine what you can get if you made a movie since you can do so much better than them. So if you know you can get a check, because we all love and need money, right? Then go make the movie. Too bad. They got some suspiciously funny scenes in some of these movies. But like I always tell people, that's in a particular category. Tubi has really good movies, really good Tubi originals, well-crafted movies. Like I said, they got shit out there in the theaters. But if I'm not here to convince nobody, I don't work for Tubi. If you want to miss out on good movies because you a follower that sees the memes, sees where people find the worst movies possible on Tubi, find the worst part in said movie, and make a clip just for liking views. And if y'all want to get controlled and manipulated by that, then that's on you. But if you love movies, you love cinema, you love original concepts, Tubi got plenty of fucking good movies. Plenty. Way more than bad. Like I said, most of the shit that was in the theaters a month or two ago, the shit be on Tubi. So if you miss something in the theaters, you could definitely, like all the John Wicks, every last one of them, all the Transformer movies, even the last one, a lot of fucking the DC movies, all the way from Blue Beetle to Shazam 1 and 2, Black Adam. If you haven't seen any of those, they got mad horror movies, mad sci-fi movies, mad original horror movies and sci-fi movies. They got a lot of stuff with Scott Adkins in it, and a lot of stuff with Michael J. White, which is a B movie, but his movies actually be good. I'm a big Michael J. White fan. MS Best, are you listening with, what are you listening with? Are you listening with your ears? Because I never said that. Come on, you got to be better than that, brother. You have to be better than that. Don't argue points that wasn't made. I never said people had to like movies because directors got paid making it. I said people be talking about movies like they so shitty, but the directors got paid. So if the directors got paid by making a shitty movie, since you can make such a better movie, or since they movie so shitty, but they still got paid, how about you make a movie and get paid too? We all like money. We all need money. If I knew somebody was getting paid from something that I thought was shitty, I would fucking do it. It was shitty. He didn't have to do no effort. It was shitty. It was bad. You don't even have to make a good product to get paid. If I thinking somebody's product ain't good, but they still got a check, I'm gonna be like, yo, I want in on it. My point is that as a person that went to film school, even a shitty movie is hard to make. A shitty movie is even hard to make. Just like when people be like, I don't like the costume. Let's say a movie come out. We'll use now Superman. I don't like that costume. It just looks like a cosplay. They can do so much better. Motherfucker, you make a costume. Let's see you design something. Let's see it. That's my point about critics. That's my point about critics. They'll say something's easy, say something sucks, but haven't produced anything remotely close to it. If they stuff suck and you can't even do it at all, what does that make you? A motherfucking hater. That's like me critiquing someone's YouTube channel that only had 20 people watching them when they stream, when I barely had 5 people watching me. Oh, hell no. Make it make sense. I'm being harassed right now, people. I'm being harassed on Threads again. I swear, man. My people, my black people, from my American black people, my Americans of possible African descent that was born and raised in America are some fucking sheep sometimes. They love the fighting fights that's not theirs. Fighting for the little man. Getting on their soapbox for all kinds of shit that's not even their business. But at the same time, when something happened to us, they bitch and complain when the others don't have much to say about it and mind their business. Yet when the others got something going on, here come my goofy back ass again as the defense force. We have this weird ass, since our people was oppressed and did wrong, we have this weird Captain Save-A-Hole mindset in black culture to where we got to feel this intense need to defend and fight for the oppressed when nobody hardly ever defend and fight for us. And again, it's not none of our business. Prime example, Bad Bunny, right? Doing the Super Bowl. I'm not watching that shit because I don't know none of his songs and I don't speak Spanish. It's as simple as that. And like all the Hispanic people, they all for it. Well, not even all of them, but a lot of them are all for it. The ones that's Hispanic descent with our American citizens, they're not for that shit because they understand that Bad Bunny is very anti-American. And you got people saying he anti-American. How you anti-American when you from Puerto Rico? And Puerto Rican is like an extension of America per se, because they don't understand because they never traveled. And they never met a lot of Puerto Ricans. When Puerto Ricans get a tattoo on them, you're gonna hard pressed to find a Puerto Rican without the Puerto Rican flag tattooed on them or in their car. They don't have an American flag in their car. No matter what legal shit had Puerto Rican tied to American, in their minds and their heart, their country is separate. Matter of fact, over the years, America has tried to get Puerto Rican on board as a state so they can get full stuff, because they don't get the full stuff that American citizens get. That's why a lot of them try to move here and get, and work through the system here. Because over there on the mainland, they little shit, it ain't the same shit. But they refuse. They don't want to. They want to stay connected enough to get certain help, like when they had their little hurricane thing, but separate enough to maintain their own identity and all that shit, which is cool. But yeah, Bad Bunny is anti-American. He don't respect the process of democracy. You ain't gotta like Trump. You ain't gotta love Trump. You can hate Trump guts. But he ran for president. The people spoke. The people voted. That's that. That's the system that we use in this country. Don't like it? Come up with a better one and petition for it to go into place. Matter of fact, Bad Bunny one of the people that if Trump leaves, I'm never coming back to America. Then why the fuck is he coming back to do the Super Bowl and people don't see? It's not anything more anti-American than that to scream. If the American citizen use democracy in their votes as a citizen and elect somebody, you're gonna get mad and not come back to the country. That's anti-American as fuck. What's good, CJ? What's up, Nightish? And of course, you know, I spoke what I had to say about, you know, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I don't know none about Bad Bunny and all that shit. And you want to know who's the main people attacking me on Threads? Black people. Black people. They hate Trump so much that they'll attack a black man because he don't want to watch an artist at the Super Bowl that don't speak English, that don't have a lot of English songs.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
It would have made more sense if a lot of Hispanics came after me. Let me tell you something. I could run up on them niggas with a gun and say, name me one Bad Bunny song, I'ma pop your ass in the head. They gonna be dead. You can run up to a bunch of these same niggas and be like, name me 3 black Bad Bunny songs, and I'll give you $5 million. They wouldn't be able to name one. He barely do shows and concerts in America. He barely made English songs. His English in itself, just in speaking, is horrendous. Not knocking people that, you know, don't speak English a certain language. It's just a statement of fact. He does not speak English well. He don't have to. Not knocking people who don't. I have plenty of people who English is their second language. I have friends and know a lot of people who English their second language. But that don't change that he don't speak English well. They definitely brainwashed. They hate Trump so much that if goddamn aliens came here to take over the planet, but they didn't like Trump, they'll sign up with the aliens. These motherfuckers hate Trump so much, they'll make a contract with a demon. To motherfucking, they'll make a contract for their soul to bring some shit on Trump. Shit is wild. Shit is hilarious. Let me see something real quick. So yeah, now all of a sudden, you know, mad black people are huge supporters of Bad Bunny. But we all know the reason. It's typical niggotry. They hate Trump so much. They hate conservative people so much that they will fake become a fan. But if you were to go through their playlists, I can guarantee that you will not see any Bad Bunny music on their shit. You would not see any Bad Bunny music on their shit. It's just weird, man. Like, people just weird as fuck. But yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be a Super Bowl that I'm definitely zoning out. And my thing, it don't have to be hip hop artists. It don't have to be black artists. I just need is American artist that speaks English. And people want to say, well, Puerto Rico is an American. Do y'all really think Bad Bunny considers himself American? Do you think anybody born in Puerto Rico refers to themselves as a goddamn American? You goofy ass Negroes.
Shut your bitch ass up. Whole ass nigga.
The world. I served with people from Puerto Rico that were in the United States Army and still refer to themselves as Puerto Ricans. I went on one deployment in 2005, and it was let me see, what's them people called? By the way, they got their own national anthem. They don't consider themselves American. But that's okay. The Puerto Rican National Guard, the whole big ass unit was stationed into where we were. Now, of course, that brought it was some fine ass women on that deployment. Oh Lord. But that's never a concern of mine when I'm going to war. You know what I'm saying? But they was nice to look at. It was something real nice to look at out there in that desert for a year when the Puerto Rican National Guard there. Well, my point is that I had a lot of interactions with a whole lot of Puerto Ricans for a whole year. And none of them consider themselves American, even though there's in a Puerto Rican National Guard, and they was over in Iraq serving with American Army soldiers in a war. But they still kept their clear-cut distinction as, I'm motherfucking Puerto Rican. But now all of a sudden, people want to use the motherfucking bullshit stipulation and call Bad Bunny American when they know goddamn well, and they know this is the thing, when people dislike somebody, they will fucking like deny reality. And that's what make you look so fucking crazy. People dislike Trump and conservatives so much, they would deny what they know to be true, that people from Puerto Rico do not consider themselves fucking Americans. They just don't. Matter of fact, they would get offended and fight and probably stab your ass for even insinuating that shit. But hate make you defend anything. Hate make you defend anything. We are doomed as a people, and as Black people, we are doomed as a race until we learn how to make decisions, to think, to strategize, to live a life based on facts, reality, and logic. instead of how we fucking feel about shit. When someone can control your feelings, they fucking own you. They can control you. And my people, my black people, are like 80% emotions when it comes to almost any subject. Think about it. You can say, you could be 43 and say you would date a 21-year-old, and some fucking emotional black person will start calling you a pedo. That shit simply not biologically or legally possible. It's not biologically or legally possible to be a pedo if you're dating a 21-year-old. Simple as that. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But when you start calling somebody something that there's no possibility they can be within the information that was given, something's fucking wrong with you. There's no doubt your life is in fucking shambles. Because you can't even separate simple reality from your fucking feelings. And that shit's scary. That shit's scary. Just like, by the way, those same people, especially the women that always own men back for wanting something, a younger chick with a tight body, a legally younger chick for all the slow people in the back of the bus, obviously, are perfectly fine with Karrueche dating Deion Sanders. They all here for that. They all here for her being what? Let's see something. They was all for Drea, 40-year-old ass fucking with a 21, 22-year-old, someone the same age as her son. Right? They was all for that. That's why I don't even listen to these fake ass moral police people. Karrueche's 37. Right? Grown ass woman, obviously. Deion Sanders, 58. That's a 21-year age gap. They can say the same shit they try to tell other guys. Tell guys. She was a baby when you was a grown man. You just a sicko. Which made no logical sense, because all you had to say was she grown now and I didn't know her when she was a fucking baby. And gross. Why am I talking about a relationship between a man and a woman and a fucking baby come to mind, you fucking sick fuck? But that's the kind of shit that come to these sick fucks' mind when they trying to like prove some fake ass moral point. But they not saying that about the Karrueche situation because Deion Sanders is rich and famous. They're like, you go, girl. I wish I could find me an old player like that. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. Smooth brain bullshit. That's all it is. Smooth brain bullshit. Weirdo shit.
You a bitch. You know why you a bitch? Because I said so. You just a bitchy bitch. You a bitch McBitcherson. You a bitch McBitch. I go to McDonald's and get a McBitch because you a bitch. Bitch.
Another emotion another one that even though they get all emotional about the situation, right? But they're faves, right? Beyonce, right? Let's see how old she is. This they power couple. This their queen. Beyonce is 44 years old. Jay-Z is 55. 11-year age gap. And he met her before she was fucking 21 for sure. No one ever asked the question, what does a 28-year-old man have in common with a 17, 18, 19-year-old girl when it came to them? No one had that question. By the way, which I find weird. Let me tell you how weird and emotional that question is. Let's say a guy like me, I'm 47. Let's say for whatever reason, I wanted to date a chick who was 26 and she wanted to date me. They would be like, what do you have in common with a 26-year-old? First of all, how much do you really need in common to fuck a bitch? Besides, y'all both being the same species. And for me, the opposite sex. And for me, we got the same race. Because, I'm pro black love, even though the motherfuckers crazy as hell. So yeah, and also age doesn't make you have nothing in common. Because it's people close to my age that I don't have nothing in common with because we don't like the same shit. If I like anime, if I like horror movies, if I like stand-up comedy, if I like tequila, if I like singing karaoke, if I like cosplaying, why can't a 25, 26-year-old woman like those same things? And guess what? Bam! We got a whole bunch of shit in common. Oh my God. How did that make sense, right? What is a 40-year-old man gonna talk about with a 21-year-old girl? What do you mean? What do you mean? Y'all do know there are hobbies and interests, things we really into, don't change that much throughout life. Right? You just gotta find somebody compatible with you. And it's not based on their age. It's based on who they are and their interests. Simple as that. Now, of course, for me as an older gentleman, I wouldn't deal with nobody that's not old enough to drink, because I like to drink when I go out, and where the fuck I'm going to take you? That's just me. Like I said, I'm 47. If I were to dabble in the youngness, I wouldn't go past 26. And for all the people, y'all just want younger women so you can groom and control. Motherfucker, as a person, with 4 kids. One's 24, one's 21, 16, one's 10. If anybody with kids know, you can't tell no motherfucking young person what to do. You can advise them. If y'all really think y'all out here can tell a 26-year-old woman what the fucking do, nigga, please. She gonna ask your ass, is you paying her bills? So that whole you want someone young and naive you can control? Yeah, fucking right. Controlling the modern woman? You done lost your goddamn mind. The only way you can get them to act right is they gotta really fucking love you, or you gotta have something that they really need or want. In the moment they don't need or want that shit no more, they're gonna show you who they really are. And that's just the harsh reality. But that's with anybody that's an opportunist. That's a user. That's a user. And I'm okay with that because I'm realistic and I don't get in my emotions. I understand that all relationships have a certain level of show me what you got, show me what you're working with. What can you do for me? Even if it's just providing good conversation. I'm not going to be friends or deal with anyone that me interacting with them doesn't give me something that I need or want, and vice versa. Now, for me, and it don't have to be nothing material, but if I got at the minimum, enjoy your conversation. So I'm your friend. I interact with you because you give me pleasant conversation. That wouldn't be the only reason, but it has to be something that you get from the person that has value to you for you to consistently want to take your time and energy to interact with them. And once people accept that, that's how, like, just how humans are. They won't be saying such unrealistic, emotional ass statements when it comes to certain things with their weird asses. There's a lot of weird motherfuckers out here, man. It's a weird world we living in. Listen, people. I understand we all have emotions. Unless you're a fucking sociopath or a psychopath, your shit might be kind of iffy, right? I get it. I can dig it, right? However, we can't let our emotions control us all the time. I need to do a quick intermission so that I can go make a cup of coffee, right? I already got it primed to go, so I just need to push the button. I need to make me an intermission video later, probably this weekend. Something that I can play. That's enough time for me to step away to do things like make coffee or use the bathroom real quick. Because I don't think I got nothing anymore. Oh, I'll figure out something. Anyway, what was I saying? But I do need that coffee though. I feel weird when I don't get my coffee, man. Maybe it's some old man shit. You know, that's definitely some old man shit. I used to laugh at the OGs that couldn't like get their day started without a cup of coffee. I used to laugh at him, man. I used to mock him and shit. Old Sergeant Johnson coming there, and if it ain't no coffee on the damn machine, if you walk in the warehouse or whatever, it don't smell no coffee. Everybody mad. Everybody gonna have a bad day. If that boy ain't got his coffee, we all about to get served. We all about to get served. And I need to start. I haven't used my camera in ages. Man, I got enough film equipment. I got cameras, lights, the audio shit. I got everything you need to film a fucking movie. I got the lab mics that you clip on your clothes that people can't see. I got the boom pole with the mic thing that you hold over heads, and the little the collection device that collects the sound. Yeah, I got everything you need to make a film. And my problem is that I don't like coordinating with people because people are incompetent unless you're paying them. And when you're making small films, short films, you ain't got no budget. All I can give you is IDBM credits and permission to use any other footage from the film that you're in to send to people when you're trying to get roles, to make you like a little presentation so people can see your work. That's all I got. So, but yeah, well, I finna go make this coffee, but I'm finna just play this little clip where it was just me testing out special effects. And that was, I want to say, the last time I played around with my camera or any of my editing stuff. And that was like over a year ago, easy. That was over a year. Yeah, that was over a year ago, easy. And now I haven't pulled out my camera. It's collecting dust. I'm paying for Adobe Premiere that has like After Effects and all that shit. And it's like fucking $39, $49 a month. And I barely use it. I only use it to slice and dice basic clips that I could probably do with iMovies. So I'm paying for this shit. And I really need to start back using it. I stay out here in the Dallas area, right? And I know this comedian. Met him at an open mic. Because I got a friend that does, a frat bro actually, that does stand-up. And yeah, the comedian dude, he cool and shit. You know, you meet a black dude, meet a dude, y'all vibe, y'all talking, just drinking, just talking about the shit, you know, man, shit, cool as fuck. Anyway, he's shooting a film out here in Dallas, but again, like, it's a non-paying gig. They let you know these are non-paying gigs, but he got some roles, and I don't want to use my association with him to get a role, and I have very limited acting experience. But it made me think, like, I need to, because I took 2 script writing classes and a couple of creative writing classes, and so I know how to write scripts. I need to write a script for myself and start recording myself acting and doing certain shit. Just make little short films for myself, and to where when stuff like this pops up, I have something to send people. Because it's never too late to start, first of all. And plus, it's just when it's something you always wanted to do. Sometimes you have to bucket list shit. You don't have to become fucking Michael B. Jordan or Denzel Washington. You don't have to make tons of money. But if you always wanted to act, I figure find a way to do it. Even if you gotta like do your own little 5-minute short film. That's another reason why I respect the people on Tubi that people be talking about their movie so shitty, because at least they did it. They had a vision, they had a dream, they had a goal. They might not have all the skills or the budget or the understanding or the equipment, but they worked with what they got and they got cut a check for it. Hopefully they take that check and get better equipment and have a better budget for the next project. See, we hard on our people for trying their best, but when Blair Witch came out with they fucking video camera recorded ass footage with their shoestring budget, that's a term in the film industry, America, including us black people, love the fuck out of that shit when the whole movie looked like they recorded it with a motherfucking baked potato. Appreciate you, A-Dub. It was the found footage film, and they made it look like a regular old camcorder from the late 90s to the middle 90s, and they did it on purpose. So it was nothing particularly visually stunning, and the acting wasn't all that either. The budget was $200,000, which sounds like a lot to us, but trust me, the budget was $200,000 to $750,000. But trust me, I take that back. Let me get this correct. The budget originally was $35,000 to $60,000. And let me tell you, for a film that's like trying to buy a pizza with a nickel, I'm telling you, a penny, a $30,000 to $60,000 budget ain't shit. And that's why they did it with the camcorder, found footage style. This was like a student project type film. And motherfuckers loved it. But when our people try something and they ain't got no budget, oh yeah, the Blair Witch Project is scripted as fuck. The whole gimmick of it was presented as if it was real. You feel me? That was the whole gimmick of it. As actual, the marketing behind it was ingenious. It was one of the first movies to do that I remember. Of course, it's been copied hundreds, if not thousands of times since then. The whole, you find a camera somewhere and you start looking at the footage, and then the movie turned into the footage. And yeah. When you don't have a budget, found footage is one of the cheapest movies to film. Because since it's just somebody running around with these days, the found footage is often just this, filmed with this. So because it's someone running around back in the day with a camcorder, or with today, a phone or something, and recording everything that's happening, and some strange, freaky, alien, whatever shit, it doesn't have to look that well. It doesn't have to look that well. It don't have to be any dynamic shots, because it's just a regular civilian recording some event, not a director. It's not a movie. It's supposed to be real. This is Tony from Taco Bell that was out camping with his friends, and then weird things started happening. So he put out his phone and started recording everything for whatever reasons. And that's how you get out a low budget thriller or horror movie that don't have to have good lighting, don't even have to have the best sound, because it's found footage. It ain't supposed to look movie quality. It's supposed to look like a regular motherfucker just recording something. So you can be mediocre and act like that's part of the process. It's fucking ingenious. Good for a budget. I remember we had this one project in script writing class. We had to write a 10 or 12 minute short film that was deemed that was filmable on a shoestring budget. Again, shoestring budget means really small budget. Different people have a set amount for what it is, a range. Let's see what they say. It falls under. Because in the you want to know what? As much as some people help Chat GPT, I like it when you ask it certain questions because it pulls from everything and consolidates into an answer and saves you from having to ask a question and dip through all the weird answers and loose answers and get something that answers the fucking question. So, an ultra low budget, or AKA a micro budget, that was good. Troll Hunter is a good one. It's like, is that like a Norwegian film or some shit like that? If I'm not mistaken, Troll Hunter is good. Probably had a bigger budget than Blair Witch, but it don't matter. It was good. So yeah, ultra low budget is 10 to 50,000. Like Clerks, y'all remember that movie Clerks by Kevin Smith in 1994? It had a shoestring budget. It was, most of it was like inside or outside the goddamn the store. Clerks had a $27,000 budget. The budget came up to $2,300 in post-production after, marketing and trying to push it. Somebody pretty much watched the cheap movie, thought it was working with something, so they put money behind it to promote it and push it and advertise it and get it in the theaters. And then it made $4.4 million, which is a hell of a win. Even when you add that it came up to $23,000 to make after all the advertising and marketing and pushing it. So it definitely was a successful movie. That's why you got part 2 and part 3. And then you got all kinds of spin-offs like Mallrats Chasing Amy, Dogma, with a lot of the same familiar characters, and all the Jay and Silent Bob movies, which are fucking hilarious. A Dub says the following: a 1998 Christopher Nolan film had a budget for about $6,000. Yeah, the shoestring, but like ultra low budget is 10 to 50,000. Independent shoestring feature is 50,000 to 250,000. Documentaries are usually shoestring. That's another thing. If you want to film something cheap, you can film a documentary. It's 5 to 75,000. The reason they cheap because they don't have no special effects. It's a documentary. There's no special effects, no explosion, no car chases, no nothing. Short films, shoestring, 1,000 to 10,000, no budget, or guerrilla, $0 to $5,000. What they mean by guerrilla film is that you ain't got no permits, you ain't got nothing. You and somebody with a camera, couple actors, pull up somewhere, film some shit. You ain't got no real extras. There's people walking down the street. You out there filming. You doing your lines. You do that shit real quick before the police come. Somebody run you off. Somebody mess up your shit, and you get the fuck out of there. It's like guerrilla warfare. You know how they talk about guerrilla warfare, where a big army invading your shit. You ain't got a lot of troops, but y'all using the guerrilla warfare tactics. Y'all got a small army, so y'all pop in, do some damage, get the fuck out of there. Pop in, shoot up some shit, blow up some stuff, get the fuck out of there. You don't you gotta just keep moving, keep your location, because if they were to attack y'all in mass, it's over because it's not a lot of y'all. So you gotta like hop in, do your dirt, get out. And that's how the guerrilla style, the guerrilla warfare style filming is. Listen, when producing a film, one of the most expensive things is location. Well, it's not these days. Advertising and marketing get you too. But when you're trying to film a short film, right, or you're trying to film a film, or just trying to make your own movie, you need certain permits if you film it out in the city. That's why you can see when they filming those Marvel movies and they're in New York and they got a whole street blocked out, that costs them a lot. And nobody better not fuck up. It's gonna cost a lot to get that street for some days, for some weeks. That's why you see these movies and the budget be like 200 million. And then you go back and see they only paid the star actor like $1 million, $2 million. That crew, those locations. That's why the cities be like giving like tax write-offs for people to film in their cities, because they know you're gonna come, you're gonna spend a lot of money anyway, because you're gonna be staying in hotels. The actors, the crew, and all that stuff gonna be staying in motels. They're gonna be eating there. They're gonna be spending money there. You're gonna bring jobs and you're gonna bring money. So yes, we want you here. So we'll let you film your film for a little cheaper, because we know getting you here is gonna bring more money into our economy than if we just tax the fuck out of y'all for filming here. And we don't want to tax the fuck out of y'all and run y'all elsewhere where it's cheaper. So at this point, it's like a bidding war to get these people to come film in your area. So, but yeah, so if in this day and age, for people that want to dibble dabble in the film industry, you do have the AI stuff now. So if you want to make a short film and you got a cool ass idea and concept, but you don't know how to work the camera, you don't got no actors, you can't afford no blah blah blah, you just ain't got nothing but a good concept and some ideas. I heard Sora 2 just dropped and it's supposed to be amazing. I only dibble dabbled in the AI video creating things because I still have a major problem with them. That problem being that you got to pay by credits. Oh yeah, Paranormal Activity is another one. Again, it was like some found footage recorded by home cameras type looking shit that was extremely inexpensive to film. But not only did it make a lot of money, it kept making money from all the various sequels and spinoffs, right? And the awesome thing about it is that even when they got more money and clout behind it, they did add to the budget for the other ones, but they never went super budget. They don't really take it too far. So they still wanted a certain look and appeal, and it also helped them with like making money on the back end, because if you can still get people to come fuck with you, I get it. You want to make the sequel look a little better and add some money to it, but they never went overboard and try to turn it to a certain shit to a degree. They definitely didn't keep it as bad as the first one. That's to make it clear. Let's check out. The first one had a budget of $15,000. Of course, with post-production, it was $20,000. It's gonna be like that with a lot of films. Like I said, once somebody like it and fucks with it, then they get into, okay, we can get this shit in the theaters, and that's when the post-production, the other $200,000 usually come in, marketing and shit. Paranormal Activity 2, the budget went up to $3 million. Well, people need to understand that's well, it's still a very low budget film. That's still like shoestring budget for something that you're trying to get into the theater. That's an amazing short film. That's a woo. Oh, that's an amazing fan-made film. Listen, honestly, if you're really creative, you can make some. You can do a lot with $3 million. If you're not going certain genres. But I'm gonna break that down in a minute before I get to this. Let me finish up this. But let me make sure. Because I gotta write a note so I can remember what to say. All right. So, what was I? So, like I said, Paranormal Activity 2 had a 15. I mean, part 1 had a 15 to it took $15,000 to shoot, but at the post production it was $200,000. So the movie was $215,000 altogether, and of course made $194.2 million, which is it's insanely profitable film based on what was invested into it, right? Yes, a lot of movies have made more than $194 million, but to make $194 million off $215 million is insane. So part 2 had a $3 million budget, made $177 million, which is less than the first movie. But since the budget was only $3 million, and that's including marketing and everything, obviously, hugely successful. Guaranteed you're gonna get a sequel, which they did. Paranormal Activity 3. $5 million budget. So the budget went up $2 million. From the last one was 3, this one 5, but they still keeping it hella low. This one made $207 million. Extremely profitable movie. I mean, when I say extremely profitable, extremely, like no production company is finna not make a sequel to a movie that take $5 million to make and make. Think about it. Once they made, if they had just made 50 million, no, if they had just made 20 million off the movie, it would have been a fucking extremely profitable movie. They made 200. So Paranormal Activity 4, again, $5 million budget. See, they not changing shit that much. 142 million. Hit profitable movie. These people made a killing off this franchise. Paranormal Activity, the Mark ones. $5 to $9.2 million budget. Still, though, it made 90 million. Multiply their money by 10. Hit movie. Man, they really killed it with this shit. Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. 10 million to make. 78 million. See, this is what I see what happened. It still was a hit movie, but the thing is, they made Paranormal Activity Part 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what happened with these other ones. I don't know if they changed characters or what. Or some kind of rebranding. Because these like Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of doing Paranormal Activity 5, they started doing these things like the Mark ones, the Ghost Dimension, and the Next of Kin. There you go. There you go right there. These movies still were profitable because the brand is profitable. But I see what happens. See, this is why, hey, listen, you gotta watch this kind of shit. So, in the first 4 movies, I think, want to say the first 4. Nope. Let me see. Let me go to the second one. No, it ain't that. That's not the case. I don't know what it was then. Because if I'm not mistaken, none of these movies use the same actors. Now I'm just checking to see if they at least kept the same characters. Because I didn't watch the Paranormal Activity movies, by the way. This one kind of went back to some of the same characters, but not the same actors look like. Anyway, they got all the way down to the third one. Maybe people didn't like the little subtitles like the Mark ones, the Ghost Dimension, blah, blah, blah. But even down to the most recent one came out in 2021, which called this one, I don't think it went to the theater. Yeah, I think, yeah, it got released straight to Paramount. So we don't have a budget for that. It got released straight to Paramount Plus due to the pandemic. It didn't go to the theaters. So that might have been their first L, unless Paramount cut them a hella check. But other than that, It's a win franchise. It's a product. By the way, for next time you hear someone's, I need my few people that fuck with me in the chat and also the replay game, especially the replay game. Next time y'all see me on this panel, so you see someone slanderizing my name, please remind them that all you do is talk about relationship stuff and women, blah blah blah. I really don't. If they clearly don't watch my show, they clearly don't watch my show. I talk about anything and everything. My life does not revolve around these stanky ass hoes and what they do with their stinky ass vaginas. Anyway, so it's another production company out there called Blumhouse. It's Blumhouse. I said Blum. It's Blumhouse. My apologies. Bloom. I think you said Bloom. It's BLUM House. We're gonna go with Blumhouse. It's ran by Jason Blum. We're gonna say Bloom. Jason Blum. They produced the Paranormal Activity movies, and they have this system. They have this thing they do. The producer, the dude that owned the company, his whole thing is lower budget, good writing, intriguing story, and solid acting. And their success rate of movies being financial successes is probably in the 90%. They're probably in the 90s of when it comes to making a movie and it being a financial win. I want to say their first L out of their first close to an L. This wasn't even a total L. Was Megan 2.0. It took 15 to 25 million to make and made 31.1 million. But there was their first not really big profit. And I think they got too ambitious when they did that 15 to 25 million budget with that Megan character, because they was trying to make Megan a thing. The dude even said it, that they was trying to make Megan a brand, and they got extra ambitious with this particular movie. And and went a little heavy on special effects and things of that nature and got the budget high. But even with that said, it still made money. These guys are they good. Like Speak No Evil, 15 million, 72 million. They listen. I'm familiar. I ain't finna go through all the movies they got made because they just got so many. But let me tell you, these are the people that made all the Purge movies. They made Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. Glass with Mr. Glass, Samuel Jackson, Split with the guy with the personalities. Unbreakable with Bruce Willis. They made All the Purges. They made that. They made the Paranormal Activities. So they got a whole bunch of franchises and shit. They do the Insidious movies. Yeah. They fucking winning. Now, it's another production company. John Carpenter took a major L, yo. But I like the movie. I feel sorry for that actor sometimes. Because he can't catch a break. John Carpenter was a good movie. Spent a lot of money on it. He probably thought he was finna get his good breakout. It was good. Special effects was good. The fight scenes was good. The acting was solid. It wasn't a bad movie. But nobody wasn't fucking with it like that. And he also got a chance to play Gambit. And he did Gambit in that X-Men movie. And I think he was a cool Gambit. It wasn't like super comic book accurate, clearly. But he was a cool Gambit. And but that movie was so bad because of, first of all, what they did with Deadpool. That's the I can teleport, blades come out of my arm, my mouth so closed version of Deadpool. So his Gambit performance in that movie was outshined by the writers and directors diabolical, insidious choices to give us that version of Deadpool. Sometimes you can't win them all. I gotta order a pizza real quick as I'm yapping with you guys. I just remember it is Pizza Friday in movie night. We're supposed to have movie night the first Friday of every month, but we didn't do it last time because one of my sons went to a party. Some of his friends, the 20-year-old, went to one of his friends' birthday party. And my 16-year-old was sick, had a headache and some shit. So we pushed it back to this week. Matter of fact, while I'm doing this, I guess I could show you all the trailer for the movie called Run that I decided that we'll watch it tonight. I'm at the fuss at my daughter, I already know, because every time it's movie night, she has a lot to say. She got a lot of opinions but no suggestions. So I just tell her we shut the fuck up pretty much without saying that, and we gonna watch this. We're not gonna take all day trying to find no movie to fit your sentiments. Matter of fact, every movie night I pick the movies because I can pick a movie that let's say it's 5 of us in there watching the movie. Before my son moved out, it was 6. I know I can pick a movie that more than half of us gonna like. If I let my wife pick the movie, she the only one gonna like it. If I let my daughter pick the movie, she the only one gonna like it. I know if I pick the movie, the majority of people gonna like it. And that's why I pick the movies. Because I'm good at finding hybrid movies. I find a action horror, a horror comedy, a action comedy, a sci-fi horror, a sci-fi comedy. You know, those hybrid movies is where you gotta go when you're trying to find something that a group of people can tolerate. Not saying it's gonna be their favorite shit, but a hybrid film goes a long way. And I already told her, since it's Halloween, it's October for movie night, we're watching something somewhat scary to a degree. She saw front in line like she be scared, but all she watch is fucking horror games on YouTube, and she been watching horror movies since she was a kid, because that's all me and her used to do was sit around and watch zombie and werewolf movies together. So she full of shit. She one of those people that are just typical woman, young girl being a woman already as far as how the mind works. She'll say when she don't want to watch something to do something, she would pretty much just start lying about what she don't like because she don't want to watch a certain shit, when like you fucking lying. You don't scare easy. You just don't want to watch this particular movie. Say that shit instead of saying I don't want to have nightmares, because all you watch is horror shit. So you got to start checking them early, man, calling out their bullshit early, and also not adjusting to their bullshit, even with your own children. So yeah, let me show y'all this trailer real quick for this movie we watching tonight. It's called Run. While we're gonna watch this trailer while I order this pizza.
This is the emergency broadcast system. If you are hearing this message, we are alerting you that we now know these metallic ships are alien.
Dying all over the world. They like to hunt their prey. And God bless America.
So yeah, that's the film we watched tonight. It's called Run. Marcus Houston is in it, as you saw. Erica Mena, a couple of other people. It was a nice black, a lot of black actors in it, and it has a black director and producer. And I like to support my people, especially when they doing something that's looks solid. You know, even the CGI for the aliens in the costume, it wasn't $1 million budget, but it wasn't Power Ranger either. So it's like wasn't bad at all. Whatever, I couldn't do better. I can tell you that much. So, definitely will be checking that shit out. Definitely checking that out. But yeah, that movie, as you saw it, you saw that movie, saw how it looked solid. That movie, I'm pretty sure, debuted it on Tubi. It might be on other stuff now. Because he said that thing only in theaters, but I don't think it went to the theaters. I'm almost positive that it picked up on Tubi, and it looked fucking solid to me. So I have to go buy some more candy and some more popcorn for this movie night. Well, no popcorn, candy and soda. But let me I still didn't order this pizza. I'm gonna have to go light on the pizza today because we're gonna be eating other shit, snacks and shit with the with the movie. But yeah, so again with this AI shit, Sora 2 is supposed to be really good. Eventually, I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm gonna try to see about doing it and making like a short film of some sorts. That's my goal. Sora's supposed to be the best one that ever dropped, but you know how things go. Everything's everything's the best shit to ever drop when it's new. Everything's the best shit when it's new, right? But you know, soon as something else drop, they're gonna be shitting all on Sora. But I'm gonna try Sora 2. Sora 2 is just another video AI generation tool that's supposed to have some really great voice generation. We might put up the site in a minute once I finish ordering this pizza. But my problem with Sora is and things like Sora is I'm about to order some pizza. Jada, what you want? What you want, baby? Oh, get that cat. I'm about to order some pizza, okay? All right. You know it's movie night tonight, right? Okay. Shut the door. Love you. So we let me see, some marinara, get a Sprite, add to cart, $32, check out, put my phone number and my name and my email. No, we gotta continue. Okay, got my name, got my email. We're gonna pay with this old credit card. Should be on file on my computer. And put the zip code. All right, 2 each pieces, a soda, and some kind of bread shit, cheesy bread shit has been ordered. Got that out the way. You'll pick that up in about 20-30 minutes. Might send my son. He got a car now. Shit. He's 20 years old. He can drive. I don't think I've seen Arrival, but I heard of it. Is it good? Let me see if I can find a trailer for this Arrival movie. Oh, see, that's why I'm glad I took my note, because it was something I was going to address. As we were talking about the budget of films, right? It's something that I learned in film school that when I said we had that class where we had to write a script, 12 years, yeah, it got to be something that a student can film, that a shoestring budget, that an independent filmmaker can film. And a lot of people had a problem with that because they had these big grandiose imaginations and they was writing all this shit with special effects, yada, yada, yada. But how you gonna make these special effects on a shoestring budget? And that's what I learned in this class. Like if you want to make a short film, you want to film and all that, the easiest things to do really is character-driven films, where the film is based on the characters in the dialogue, you know? So you can do dramas, you can do comedies, you can do romantic comedies. You can't really do sci-fi and stuff like that because the special effects gonna eat up your budget. And that's really what happened. You have a lot of people that love sci-fi films. They like superhero films, and that's what they want to make, but they don't have the budget. Now, you can make what you want, and I salute you making something, but unless you want your shit to look a certain way or not look a certain way, you just shouldn't make a certain genre of film unless you got a certain amount of bread. Of course, you can get away with a low budget horror, especially if it's a slasher film where the killer just a regular human and he's like a Jason or a Michael Myers type. All you need is like the fake blood, and you can like use the practical effects to make the guts and the gore. So yeah, but when you want to do horror films where you got the monsters and the CGI, blah, all that kind of shit, that's when shit get out of hand. So yeah, you can make slasher films, of course, dramas and comedies and romantic comedies. You just gotta really avoid the special effects, man. You gotta avoid you gotta avoid advanced technology looking shit. You gotta avoid CGI monsters. You gotta avoid explosions, car chases, motherfuckers flying and doing superhuman shit. You just can't write that in your script. Like if a person be like, yo, I got ideas for this film. This the concept. Can you write me a script? Your next question should be to that person, what's your budget? And they'll get to give you a rough budget. And then you write your script around that budget. If the person say, I got 200 million.
Oh my God.
200, I got 200 million for the budget. If they say that, then shit, nigga, you can write motherfucker punching through a building. You know what I'm saying? You know, big movies like Superman and some of the Marvel and Avenger movies be having $200 million budgets. So yeah, as first said $200 million budget, you can let your damn imagination go wild down there and give them the most creative best shit you can get. But if they said fucking 20 million, you're gonna have to, you know, write the script for a $20 million budget. So this guy flying through the air, punching jets out the air, might not be able to fit in your script, if you know what I'm saying. It's just not. But yeah, if you want to do short films and shit, yeah, my sound stuff messing up. If you want to do short films or any kind of films, just remember, write your scripts with a budget in mind, and not only a budget, keep in mind the access to locations. A lot of times, I wouldn't even suggest writing a script. You can write the script, but keep it loose. Don't, because if you write a script and you keep writing scenes in certain locations, but you don't have access to this kind of location. Like say you're writing a script, you got all these scenes in an abandoned warehouse. You don't have access to an abandoned warehouse. You don't have access to a warehouse that you can simulate is an abandoned warehouse. You don't have the budget to pay someone to let you use their facility. Of course, that's where the guerrilla shit coming in. Do you got to break in? Do you got to climb through the window of an abandoned building or something, or warehouse and film? People have done that. Do you got to jump a fence and go to the abandoned subway station or the abandoned warehouse, the abandoned hospital, the abandoned plant? Do you got to cut through some wire and sneak around and film in that shit? Filmmakers have done that. Filmmakers gonna do what they gotta do when they gotta do, especially when they're hungry. Being hungry so yeah, let's look at this shit. Let's look at something real quick for a while waiting on this pizza. Oh yeah, shit, man. Listen, I've been up here hour and 45 minutes, man. Chopping it up with you guys. Like I said, I had no plan, no topics, no panel. Just you know, chopping it up. Yada yada yada. I ain't even do my fucking admin shit. We 2 hours in. Like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Like, subscribe, comment, and please share. It doesn't cost you a penny, a nickel, or a dime, and it's 100% free. Again, like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Doesn't cost you a penny, a nickel, or a dime, and it's 100% free. But if you want to support your boy, you want to support your Unc and support your Unc channel, the cash out's right there. $ Unc be streaming. Don't forget to follow me on IG. It's down there too. UNC_BE_streaming. Follow me on IG. Please do that. But again, you want to support your channel, the cash out. $ Unc be streaming. It's been down there the whole time, accepting anything from $1 on up, and would be greatly appreciated. And go straight to my little shoestring budget to do the things that I do for you today. Shout out to the replay game for the people that come back and watch my content throughout the day, throughout the week. You're greatly appreciated. Just want to let you guys know that the Cash App is open 24/7. So regardless of what time, what day you're watching it, if you've got $1 to spare, please, or whatever, please Cash App and support the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. But if you can't afford it or don't have the desire to, it's cool. That's your right. I'm not going to starve to death over here. Best believe. So please do the like, subscribing, the commenting, and sharing. More importantly, the commenting. I see people been hitting the like button a little more, and it's greatly appreciated. But also leave some comments. There's no way you agree with everything I say. There's no way you don't have any questions, concerns, or complaints, or any opinion on anything I say. So feel free to express yourself. Let's start a dialogue. Let's start a conversation. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks in advance. So I'm on. Sometimes I be so fucking country. I be really fucking country sometimes, but I'm from Louisiana, so what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'll fuck around and say I'm about. But yeah. So anyway. I'm going to share the screen for Sora 2. It's the Sora 2 site. And let's just look into some stuff, I guess. Generate studio-grade videos with native audio, perfectly synchronized dialogue, and lifelike physics. Transform text and images into professional video content powered by OpenAI's Sora 2. Home. Guess that's where I'm at. They got plans. You got Starter, Pro, Unlimited. Ooh, Unlimited sounds good. I like that word. But my problem with that plan is, does unlimited, unlimited credit. That's the one I'm finna get. I'm getting that. I am getting that. This is they finally stopped being stupid. This is the best plan I've seen in any AI. These people are about to fucking kill the game. The other these companies, they was so fucking greedy. They had these plans, right? That weren't even that was giving you way less credits than this, and they had no plan to where you could just have as many credits as you want. Even their plan with the most credits was less than this 75 per month. Because my thing, I played around with this AI, and you can't get what you want on the first time. So you either have to buy a lot of credits, or I love it. Sorry, I had to buy a lot of credits, or and play around till you get good, and then you won't waste as many credits because you know exactly how to get what you want. But that trial and error was gonna cost the fuck out of you. And I've been saying this whole time since they've been on that credit system, I hate microtransactions. And they fucking listen. Unlimited credits. Oh Lord, that's the one I'm getting. That's the one I'm getting. That's it. That's it, baby. I'm about to start because I got a lot of anime ideas. I got a lot of film ideas. And but I can produce them this way without having to deal with people. And listen, it's not that I hate people. It's that I can't work well with people. It's just that people are going to people. I am too logical. And when it's time, I'm too logical, decisive, and I am too analytical, and I like structure. And I found that far too many people are too chaotic and unorganized. And when I'm handling business and trying to work and get things done, I have no time or patience for that shit. I just don't. And a lot of people, again, you don't get the best out of them if you're not paying them. And I ain't even shoestring budget around here. I'm micro budget. You got to do a film with me for the love of the script, for the love of the game.
Oh my God!
For passion for the craft, and for film, for your B-roll, for film to send out, for something to add to your fucking little your for your video resume. I can give you some content for that when you do this film. Also, when I do a film, I will feed you. We're gonna order pizzas, wings, or I go buy a bunch of Subway sandwiches, or because I assisted directed several short films, but I never was the HNIC. But yeah, those are things I know get done on a film where we really can't pay you like that. And you're doing it for the love of the game and for the practice and for the experience and all that. So Sora 2 Unlimited. And if you ain't got it, get it. If you're creative, if you got the ideas, but not the know-how, not the equipment, not the team, more importantly, the team. So let's check out, I don't know, some videos made by Sora 2 to see how good is this shit really. Is it good as they claim? Or is motherfuckers hyping it up? We about to learn today. We about to learn today. So let me see. Sora 2. Let's type it in. They even got a Sora 2 full tutorial. Definitely gonna watch that. Matter of fact, let me save that to watch later. I'm gonna watch that this weekend. And I'm probably gonna buy Sora 2 Sunday, depending on if I win in my thing. So we're gonna watch this video. It's on it says why Sora 2 is freaking out the movie industry. Let's find out. Let's see if this shit is good enough to freak out. Let's see if I can finally pursue my filmmaker director dreams. Let's see if AI has finally given me the opportunity to do something that I've been wanting to do for the vast majority of my life. And if they can, it'd be so fucking amazing.
With using
This just in, the Sora 2 AI model is now set to shake up the film and television industry.
Sora cannot create content that uses copyrighted materials, or can it?
There is a battle brewing in Hollywood over AI, and it really heated up last week when OpenAI introduced its latest version of Sora.
We're launching Sora 2 inside the Sora app, allowing everyone to push the limits of their imagination.
This is it right here. It's text to video generation. We asked them to create a superhero who wears a red suit and cape and flies through the air. It looks like the Flash or Superman here to me. Sora first introduced this new version and said that if IP holders, media companies, did not want their characters or intellectual property used, they had to actively opt out. The movie studios, along with the Motion Picture Association of America, sent strongly worded letters to OpenAI. Since then, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, changed the policy, said they're going to work with the media companies to allow them more granular control over how their IP is used. And he also indicated that there might be an opportunity for revenue sharing with these companies. My sources are telling me that the studios are trying to figure out if OpenAI is really going to comply and not just remove blatant examples of IP infringement, but also backdoor examples of times when you could get a character that looks or feels an awful lot like a copyrighted character by asking Sora sort of sneaky prompts.
Yeah, when TikTok ramped between 2019, 2020, 21, they took a lot of eyeballs. They took a lot of time spent on those on that new platform. So now this is a new TikTok coming through. So the next 12 to 18 months is something that the subscale platforms will feel the pressure of. In my opinion, the most important thing that these large, big platforms can do is provide incentives to advertisers, to creators that will make the platforms even more stickier.
So let me show you exactly how this works.
But yeah, once I get this unlimited Sora shit, and if it works how I want it to, I'm gonna still go live and stuff. But I'm either gonna start on this channel or make a new channel, and I'm just gonna make a bunch of short films because I got this concept in my mind of a series that I want to do. I'll probably just make a new channel for that series, really. And I can't wait. I can't wait. So this video just talking about, let's see. Okay, this video says this is Sora 2. So I'm guessing they finna show me some videos that's generated by Sora 2.
The reality is I'm using multiple AI tools, but when it comes to writing, I trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a cat as the top. 1, 2, 3, spin!
花火、綺麗だね。 僕たちは少しずつ離れていく。
Ready when you are.
Nigga, I'm gonna make me an anime, bro. Oh my god, this shit gonna be so fun. Even if I can't get exactly what I want. Y'all might not see me that much anymore once I get to working on this shit. I get locked in on shit. Y'all see the final products, but yeah, I be getting locked in on shit like this.
3, 2, 1, go. Dude, you all right?
I'm good.
Whoa, steady. Damn it.
That looked really good. Let's see what else they got before I go get this pizza.
Hello creator, Sora Rob here. I've existed for over a week now, so I'm here to ask the question, is AI now replacing human creators? Yes.
No. I don't think they've done it yet.
Do you smell what vidIQ is cooking?
All right, folks, I need you to help us settle an argument here at vidIQ. Our podcast host, Travis, over here.
All right, it's around that time of day. I gotta get out of here anyway. My internet is doing this weird internet thing. I guess it's a peak internet usage time. Everybody getting off work, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Even though we're paying over $100 a month for this shit, it's supposed to have the high-speed shit. It's supposed to have the fiber optics and all that. My internet just be doing what it want. And anyway, I got to go pick up the pizza because I got to feed my family. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and please share. Got to go buy some snacks, too, for this movie night. So y'all take care. God bless. Yeah, and all that stuff. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'm going to play us on out of here with
Yo, chat, welcome back to the stream. Be streaming on the mic. Let's get it hype. Smash that follow. Drop your emotes. Pog in the chat. Let's stem the convo. Topics on deck. We going live. I'm the uncle on the cam, spitting knowledge in the memes. From politics to cooking schemes, I'm building dream teams. We raid the mind, no lie. Dive into debates from mental health to daily wealth, staying up late. Chats lit with KW, lose in the mix. Bits raining, subs popping. We addicted to the fix. FPS, RPGs, we talking every genre. No cap, real talk, not just gamer paranoia. Unk be streaming, living the dream. Stimulate your mind, fuel the steam. Drop your questions, light up the screen. Diverse combos in a live stream scene. We flip topics like pages, no limits, no cages. From climate change to road rage, we engage stages. I'm breaking down myths with receipts in the chat. Sub alerts go off, communities where it's at. Pop culture, economics, we mash them up right. IQ high, vibes tight, keep the end game in sight. Emote your feels, share how you heal, it's ideal. Unc's vibe universal, that's the real deal. what you think. Hit the clip, let it rip. Tell me your topic. Stream it live, don't skip. Thanks for tuning in. You know the name, Unk be streaming. Catch the next drop. Live talk, always be dreaming. Follow, subscribe, hit that bell ring. Peace out, see you soon, let the hype ring.
Type shit.